The Warriors have done it again. Trayce Jackson-Davis, Quinton Post, and now Will Richard.
Podziemski hanging in the air, wide open now.
Cryer looking. Will Richard launches, knocks it down. They like this kid.
3 consecutive years, 3 steals late in the second round. And I know people might be about to say, well, Trayce Jackson-Davis and Quinton Post aren't superstars. Do you know how unlikely it is to find an NBA player in the second round, let alone late in the second round? And not just NBA players, but guys who can consistently play rotation minutes. And the Golden State Warriors have not just done that once or twice, but they've done it 3 years in a row. Because I don't care if it's only preseason. For anyone who saw what Will Richard did in college, and then in Summer League, and now in preseason, nothing he is doing is a fluke. He is an NBA player, and he will play serious minutes for the Dubs this season. I mean, just look at the starting lineup. In one of the last games of preseason, you had Steph Curry, Brandon Podziemski, Al Horford, Jonathan Kuminga, and then rookie Will Richard. And in a game against a good Portland team playing their best starting lineup, Will Richard didn't just fit in. He was one of the best players on the floor. And if you want any idea as to why Will Richard was in the starting lineup, it's because of plays like this. Caleb Love brings the ball up the floor. Look at Richard in a stance. Love uses the screen to cross him, but he's not done there, because as he steps back inside, look who is recovered and swipes the ball down. Does this look familiar to you guys? Because I don't know about you, but those are the kind of hands that you don't see very often. And the last time I saw a Warriors guard with hands like that, he was wearing number 0. The Warriors might have found their next GP2. And oh, he can shoot as well. No disrespect to GP2, who we all love, who is an NBA champion, and Will Richard has a long way to go before he reaches that level. But GP2 doesn't come close to that level of fluidity as a jump shooter. And if you can get 70% of what GP2 was doing defensively with an improved jump shot, let me say it again, that will be an absolute steal for the Warriors. And I know it's only been 1 game of preseason, but like I mentioned, there is a reason he started this game and played the most minutes of anyone. It's because he has proven himself over a long period of time. Not only was he great in Summer League, but this is a college champion. This is someone who made winning plays in massive games for Florida during their championship run. This is just who he is. And just to give you guys a better idea of how good he is defensively, look at him on this play, where Richard initially prevents Jones Garcia from getting a good look off in the paint, forcing a pass. He then hovers around for a bit, and once the ball gets passed inside, look at him get up and block the big man at the rim. Another play that looks awfully similar to what we've seen from the young glove. Or how about this play just to show off even more of that anticipation, which he has. Filipowski gets the ball at the elbow. Richard is anticipating the handoff. His opponent cuts backdoor, but look at the reaction and then the ability to strip it away. I know everyone says defense is just about effort, and that's a big part, but there is a skill. There is a mental and physical side to defense that goes beyond just effort. And when you talk about the quick hands and quick thinking of Will Richard, that's what stands out. And just to emphasize those hands he has, because I wouldn't make a Gary Payton II comparison lightly. I mean, he's got some of the greatest hands we have ever seen. But watch here where Richard overcommits, losing his man, and look at the recovery. This is why there are some comparisons between him and GP2. And then just to give you an even better idea of what he can do as a shooter, outside of just spotting up and knocking down open threes, look at him here coming off a pin down and comfortably knocking down the 3. Or how about here, where after he had forced the turnover initially, he sprints the floor and no hesitation in transition, he just laces the 3. What you'll also notice about his shooting is his quick release. And the advantage of this is he can get the ball in certain situations and get that shot off. This is not someone who needs a second to gather himself and shoot. He has a quick release. He's also comfortable putting the ball on the floor, so if the defense runs out at him, he can then put it on the floor and either find a teammate or he can get to that mid-range as well. The spot-up three-point shooting is what you'll expect, and that's what he's going to do do mainly during his rookie season, but don't be surprised when he puts the ball on the floor and makes a play or two. And don't just take it from me, this is what Jay Billis, an expert about college basketball, said about Will Richard. He's a guy that perfectly fits the Warriors culture. One, he can shoot it, but he's also a very good and willing defender. He's a team guy, he can operate without the ball, so he's a really good catch and shoot guy. He can put it on the deck, but he's an older, experienced player that I think fits the Warriors culture because it's not all about him. So when you look at what he can do defensively, when you consider he has been a reliable three-point shooter, he was a champion, he can score, he can play make a little bit, I'm sure you're probably wondering, how'd the Warriors get him so late in the second round? The same reason so many good players go undrafted or get drafted late: age and size. If Will Richard was 6'6" instead of 6'4", there's no doubt he would have gone 10 to 15 spots higher at least. And then there is the age aspect, which can actually be an advantage of being a good team and drafting well. While some teams are looking for players with high upside, quite often don't work out, the Warriors drafted someone who doesn't have the highest upside in the world, but he has all of the traits to be a solid NBA player. And getting that late in the second round is really good. And to no one's surprise, you can already tell Steve Kerr absolutely loves him.
Will's good. Will really knows how to play. He's in the right spots all the time. He's active defensively. He sees the game well. Knocked down his threes tonight, and we're really excited about him. He's a very good player.
And of course Steve Kerr loves him. He's a guard, he's a good, smart defender, he can shoot, and I haven't even mentioned that he has some playmaking ability as well. You won't see too much of that during the regular season because he just won't have the ball in his hands enough, but he's capable of putting it on the deck and then creating for his teammates. Just like here, where he sees the defense loaded up on his side, so immediately throws it cross-court to Quinton Post and he knocks down the three. And that feels like a perfect segue, because if you have any questions over whether Will Richard could actually get serious minutes and contribute this year, just look at what Quinton Post did last season and is doing so far in preseason. And I would say based off their skill sets and college careers, Will Richard is more NBA ready than Post was last season. What I also like about his game is it complements himself. What I mean by that is in addition to having incredible hands and being able to force turnovers, he's good at then getting out in transition and pushing the pace. This is such a key attribute of being a great defensive team. It's not just the ability to force turnovers, but it's the ability to score off those turnovers. And this was one thing the Warriors were elite at after trading for Jimmy Butler, forcing turnovers and scoring points off of that. It's why they were the best defense in the NBA. So now you have Will Richard plus a healthy GP2 and hopefully a healthy DeAnthony Melton. It's just going to make this defense even more dangerous. And if you want to hear me continue to talk about the Warriors over the course of the season, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Dropping a like would be cool. Most importantly, have a great day. Bye.